Welcome to practical class. We have learned the difference between the raster and vector images. In the desktop you can see two files, honey.svg and honey.png. Honey.svg is a vector image and honey.png is a raster image. How did you find the difference? By saying the extension, isn't it? I'm going to open honey.png. I'm going to double click on it. Yes, it is open. I am going to maximize it. I'm going to zoom the image. See, while zooming you can see the clarity is decreasing. The clarity is decreasing. You can see the square shapes near each line shows the number of dots available. The clarity is decreasing. The clarity is decreasing. Coming to honey.svg, I'm going to maximize it. See, what about the clarity? What about the clarity? The clarity is maintained. It is not decreased. That is SVG images, that is vector images. Scalable vector graphics. What is the full form? Scalable vector graphics. Now we will come to the software. This year we have to learn Inkscape. To open Inkscape you have to click on Application, Graphics, Inkscape Vector Graphics Editor. Write the path, Application, arrow mark Graphics, then you have to click on Inkscape Vector Graphics Editor. You're sitting with the notebook. Did you note the path? Application, Graphics, Inkscape Vector Graphics Editor. I'm going to click. This is the window. Here we have to be familiarized with the Inkscape window. On the top you can see the title bar, new document 1 Inkscape written. Below the title bar you can see the menu bar. On the menu bar, file, edit, view, layer, so many options are available. Below that is tools control bar. Tools control bar. What is tools control bar? And this is the toolbar. On the left side you can see the toolbar. See the moving mouse pointer. This is the toolbar. When I click on a tool, see what changes is coming on the top in the tools control bar. The tools control bar changes according to the tool selected. According to the tool selected. See the change happening in the tools control bar. The tools control bar changes according to the tool selected in the toolbox. Okay, this is the toolbox. Again, coming to the bottom side you can see some colors. Yes, that is the color palette. This is the color palette. So many colors are available. Then in the center part is the canvas. Is it similar to GIMP software? No, in GIMP software the toolbox, the layer box and the canvas is in 3 different windows. Here everything come in one window. Everything come in one window. This is the page border. This is the page border. Okay, you got the idea. Again, menu bar. Below the menu bar is the tools control bar. Tools control bar depends on the tool selected. From the left side, so many tools are there. From here you have to learn 7 tools. You have to learn 7 tools. This is the page border. Here we use for creating images. This is the place. This is the drawing space. Then at the bottom side is the color palette. Okay. Now we will see the tools. See the first tool. What is it? What is the name shown in the first tool? I will send a screenshot of this and the note also. Don't worry. If you are not able to see it clear, the first one, it is clear. The first one is an arrow shape, that is select and transform object tool. Select and transform object tool. We will learn the use of it. In today's class we will learn the use of it. And coming to this is create rectangle and squares tool. From the name itself we can know that it is used for creating the rectangle, isn't it? I am going to draw a rectangle using that. Yes, your rectangle is ready. I am going to use the first one. We are learning the first tool, that is select and transform object tool. What is the name? Select and transform object tool. Select that. When I click here, what happens? It is used for selecting an object. This is an object. This is an object. I am going to draw another figure. Again I am taking a rectangle. This is another object. If you want to select this one, what will you do? You will select the arrow tool, that is select and transform object tool, and click here. How many objects are there? 2 objects. On the screen there are 2 objects. Okay. But this is used for selecting. Whatever changes you want to bring in an object, you have to select it. For example, I want to give a red color. You have to select that and give the red color. See, the red color is given to one object only. What about the second one? It is green in color. I am going to give a blue color. So for making changes you have to select the object. Okay. For selecting, which tool is used? Select and transform object tool. Another use of it. First one is to select an object. Then when I click once more on the object, what happens? The arrow has changed its shape. See? When I use this arrow, what is the use? To rotate an object. It is used to rotate an object. Select and transform tool, what is the use? To rotate an object. How did I rotate it? Click. How many times? 2 times. For rotating you have to select how many times? 2 times. Okay. By a single click you cannot rotate. For rotating, what you have to do? You have to click 2 times, not twice. Well, this is for rotating also. Then one more use is there. What is happening here? To move an image. To move an image you can use what? Select and transform object tool. I am going to move this. See? Sorry. Then one more thing. See what is happening? To resize. It is used for resizing an object. Resizing an object. What are the different use we learn from select and transform object tool? First thing, to select. Second, to rotate. Third, to resize. Fourth, to move. These all are the use of select and transform object tool. You got the idea? Yes. Again I am drawing it. What is the use? Once again, to move, to resize. For rotating, what do you do? Once again click. Rotate. Select. Select and change the color. This is the way for using select and transform object tool.